Day 4, cutting. Welcome back to JS3 Farms on YouTube. Appreciate you stopping by. We are continuing to cut, so you're still going to see harvest videos today. So stay tuned. Well, every harvest has to have its breakdowns, and as you saw the other day, on day 2, I believe it was, we had some the center cage bearings went out and broke a spindle and everything, and just anyway, I got that going and everything's good. This morning I went to Millshoe, Texas, which is about 50 miles away probably. And I got some air filters because AGCO hasn't let these out to the general public yet, so they're AGCO only. So anyway, I bought some air filters, put them on this morning, and I started having trouble just right off the bat when I started this morning. And I've been having a little bit of trouble. I thought it was a heat issue, but I was reading the codes wrong, and that had been a past issue, I guess. It never has overheated on me. But anyway, it had overheated on somebody once, and that's what I was seeing. And I thought, well, man, it's overheating issues. It's overheating issues. Well, I got to looking at the codes, and it wasn't. It was some kind of tachometer reader meeting, the reading meter deal, and threw a code. Well, I sent that to my the shop foreman, the shop supervisor, whatever he is, Jimmy over there at Livingston. Thank you, Jimmy. Here is a plug for you. Jimmy over at Livingston Machinery in Millshoe, Texas, and he looked it up right quick and he said, no, it could be the cam sensor, but what it shows to be is fuel filters. So I was like, okay, well, I've got some of them. So my wife went over, thank you, Jenny, went over to the barn, and she got them and brought them out to the field, and we changed them. And it made worlds of difference. No problems now. So I'm turning it around. It's not as good as I was the other day. Kind of caught me off guard. But anyway, changed the fuel filters, and bam! We're good back to going. We're on Mile Long Rows here today, cutting here on East Baghdad. So we're on basically day 2 of East Baghdad. The evening of Monday, the 21st, we was on West Baghdad, and I cut all the 22nd and just a little bit of the 20, and broke down. And then just a little bit on the 23rd. Then I moved over to Medlocks on the 23rd, and I cut 100 acres on him on the 23rd, which would be on Wednesday. And then Thursday, yesterday, I finished up Medlocks and come over here and cut 100 acres. And so now we're on East Baghdad. Right now, so far, I have cut 600 acres of mine, of the 770. So I like a little over a quarter a section. And today I have cut 30 acres is all. But, 135 in this field, which there's 320. So, was that 180, 190 acres left, and I'll be gone. So I'll be done, and then I'll be off to do some custom work on Monday, and possibly if I get another job, which I'm trying, I'll finish out the week cutting for a little local dairy. So you will see on that. But anyway, stay tuned, and thank you for coming. Coming up on a spot most of y'all will remember. Yeah, that's here's a bad spot. Bindweed spot. But I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about where my tractor got stuck. Remember that? Well, I cut around it. Because I dang sure didn't want to accidentally fall off into that. But right there it was. The scene of the crime. And that's about all the rain we got out of that deal. Was when we planted it. You see some massive holes and ruts. That's where it was. We got. It'll be fun plowing over next year. Anyway, that's where it was. I wanted to show you. Just kind of finishing up here today. Not finishing, but I'll run in about another hour and a half, probably. I'll finish up tomorrow pretty easily if I have good luck. I like about 80 acres right now getting done. So if I go another hour, that's 25. So I'll probably like about 50 acres tomorrow. So then that'll be done for me. Then it's Monday. We got a half circle. Then we'll see if we get some more custom. There's some big boys right there. Three big boys right there. 3 big boys. 4 big boys. 5 big boys. Wow. Gosh, that is just amazing. They're huge. Sitting here cutting this morning, watching I think it's 5 or 6 big bucks, and I think a couple of doe in there with them. But anyway, maybe not doe, but anyway, five big bucks. We'll try to look at them right quick. I mean, big deer. I'm glad to see them here. There's so many people that try to shoot the shit out of them. Here they are. Dang, there's at least an 8-point. Several 6s in the bunch. Nice big mule deer. windrow of the season for my hay grazer. Had a little hiccup a minute ago on the swather. I was running 14 miles an hour, and all of a sudden the header quit. Flashed up there was a short circuit in the header pump. I'm like, whoa. It said a short circuit in the forward circuit. So I went backwards. I hit the reverser for a minute, and I could hear it running. And then it went forward, and it wouldn't run. So I went reverse a little bit more, went forward, and then kicked right back off, and I went back to cutting. So that's scary. I hate electronics. Anyway, that's it. That's it for the cutting on mine anyway. Right there. I think I'll sneak across. It got me cut off here on the end, a mile from the highway. I don't know. Nah, I might just go ahead and cruise down there. Set the old GPS up and oh man, that was a long session, but I got done. This west side of East started looking pretty good. I mean, compared. I mean, it has some pretty good little windrows up there. Not too shabby. I missed a little. The GPS was giving me a little bit of trouble today. I don't know why. It'd get over just a little bit and just stay there. It would never correct. I think that's all GPS system on WAS. They want you to buy the subscription, the $800 or $1,000 or $1,200, whatever it is a year. Piss on them. I'm using the free military side, so that'll work. Yeah, got done. I'm happy. Now I'm gonna clean this thing up and head to the casa, or head to the casa and clean this thing up. Yeah, 2020 hay grazer for me on mine is cut. Now it's baling time. I got a little bit of custom work to cut. 60 acres. And then it's baler time. Get to rake it. Get my round baler out. Give me some net wrap. Wait for this to dry a few more days. Come back in here and round it up. Just a little. I need to see if that connection's still leaking oil. I think I've got a low oil light flashing every once in a while. Low oil level light. Let's idle down here. Set my rabbit. Third gear. Flip on my hazards. Turn my speed selector down. Idle up on the highway. And away I go. Yep, there's Medlocks. It's all cut. In East Baghdad, it's all cut. In the far distance to the west is what we call West Baghdad. It's all cut. We have done it. The swather will not be in them fields again for another 360 days, roughly. They have done what they were supposed to do, make me crop. We done our part. It failed to rain, but we're gonna harvest what was there anyway. That's the way you gotta look at it. It ain't up to us when it rains or how much it rains. And when it don't, it ain't our fault. That's the way I look at it. And we didn't get us another coyote. That's another thing I look at. Just didn't see anymore. This has got a lot of wise apples out here. Oh well.